Welcome to Delhi, everybody. The India Gate, the most identifiable monument in this Indian capital, and it is the scene for the final, the battle between Germany and Australia. The third consecutive time a World Cup hockey tournament has ended with these two teams doing battle together. Germany versus Australia. Germany have won the last two World Cups, beating Australia 4-3 in 2006 in Mönchengladbach and beating Australia 2-1 in the final in Kuala Lumpur 4 years earlier in 2002. Head-to-head in world-level events, Australia 18 wins against Germany's 21 with 10 draws, but their overall record, they've played 104 times. Germany have won 47, Australia have won 40, 17 have been drawn. In the World Cup itself, they've played 11, they've won 4 each, and 3 have been drawn. Most recently, in the Champions Trophy in Melbourne last year, Australia beat Germany 3-1 in the pool game and 5-3 in the final after being 3-1 down just before half-time. So fantastic record between these two superpower hockey nations. I think we can legitimately call them the hockey superpowers. But today, it's just 70 minutes of really tough action. Both teams out there. We're going to pause now for the national anthems of both nations, beginning with the national song of Germany. Tim Jesulat, the German goalkeeper. Max Muller, the youngest captain at this World Cup. Now advanced Australia fair. Desi Abbott, the front of the queue, playing in his first World Cup. The teams break gives us a chance to look at their lineups now. Starting with Germany, who finished on top of Pool A, 3 wins, 2 draws. A young team, but very talented at the back. Strength with Max Muller and Martin Hahner. In the midfield, Förster and Montag. And up front, Florian Fuchs and Matthias Witthaus. And a lot of backup talent there as well. For Australia, look no further than Jamie Dwyer, number 1, the reigning World Hockey Player of the Year, and Luke Dorner with his penalty corners, Grant Schubert poaching goals, and Des Abbott coming off the bench. Look, there's just so much talent there. It's not worth really singling out 1 or 2 players. It's not fair to them. Rick Charlesworth has won the World Cup with the women's team, now wants to win it with the men. Marcus Weiser, an Olympic coach and gold medalist with the men and the women, now wants a men's World Cup. Germany looking to become the first team ever to win 3 consecutive World Cups. Andy Mayer from Scotland being joined on the whistle today by John Wright of South Africa. Reserve umpire Jed Curran of Scotland, the video umpire Colin Hutchinson of Ireland. High fives all round from Germany. The Australians already in position, ready to start. Jamie Dwyer, reigning World Hockey Player of the Year. A big good day to all of the Hockey Victoria fans who I believe tonight are gathered at the Crown Entertainment Complex watching this on a big screen, thanks to Crown and to Ben Hartung and to all of our German fans. The first half is underway. Germany in the black and white strip, attacking the goal to the right of screen. Hi everybody, I'm Dave Christensen. Joining me is Harry Cant, Olympian and former Canadian international goalkeeper. Two wonderful hockey playing teams out here.
Yeah, there's not a lot to choose from between these two teams, both historically and in this tournament. Australia only dropping points in their opener against England and have gotten steadily stronger. Germany with a young team. They came in with a pretty unassuming attitude but have quickly risen to the top, and this is going to be a fantastic match.
Luke Dorner, Kyle Brown, Graham Begbie. Played out by Benjamin Vess. Australian ball at the side. Des Abbott from the Northern Territory plays it towards the baseline. Schubert tried to turn it, just came off the back of his right heel. Grant Schubert from Loxton in South Australia. Martin Hahner over the ball, a Berliner. Junior World Cup player for Germany and really has stamped himself as a fullback of world class. Abbott bursts through, poked away, has a free hit just outside the circle. Dwyer takes it quickly, tries to work it into the circle. Back there for Germany, Tobias Hauke. Now thrown forward for Philip Witte. Luke Dorner gives chase. Witte wasn't scared about pulling the trigger, was he? Not at all.
No, Tobias Hauke was coming in for the deflection. Potentially he was late, but this is a good shot on goal. Bergers with just a touch on it. That ball might have been into the side mesh, but a good first touch for Bergers. Great run by Germany up the left side.
Nathan Berger's touch obviously was behind the line because there was a 16-yard hit given. Bouncing ball. Des Abbott judged to have interfered with the German defender, so Germany get a relieving defensive free hit. Hahner once again. Dorner, and again the defender has to be allowed to bring the ball down and control it. The attackers have to stay 5 meters away.
Australia has started out with quite the press on the German backfield. They cough it up here.
Fuchs, it's going back. Jamie Dwyer plays it to his own advantage. Releases Matthew Butterini on the left-hand side. Rob Hammond, poke tackle from Muller, and again. Hammond and Muller, two of the toughest blokes on the field here. Mark Knowles, dispossessed. Kyle Brown, nobody there. Max Muller from the Nuremberg club, just 22 years of age. More than 100 internationals played already. Matthias Witthaus. Tobias Hauke outside to Martin Zwicker. Hauke once again. Jean-Marco Montag. Loose ball. Deflected away by Brown. Then off Kavanagh. Corner ball to Germany.
Yeah, very close to touching the foot of Kavanagh. He did well to keep that away.
Moritz Förster. Chased down by Schubert. Grant Schubert, a little push in the back from Hahner. It's an Australian ball at the far side. There's that last attack. Just a little untidy at the back. Kavanagh did well to keep his feet out of the way.
That's right.
Grant Schubert, player of the tournament at the Champions Trophy in Melbourne last year. Florian Fuchs. Just into space. Germany with 3 players who played in the last World Cup. Matthias Witthaus, Jean-Marco Montag and Moritz Förster. Australia with 5. Liam de Jong, Luke Dorner, Jamie Dwyer, Robbie Hammond and Mark Knowles.
Yeah, the Germans were trying to underplay their experience at the beginning of the tournament, but what they failed to say is that they've got 3 players who've won the World Cup.
Quite right, yes. Liam de Jong interfered with outside the circle. Free hit to Australia. And of course, de Jong and Dwyer, veterans of 2 World Cup final defeats, 2002 and 2006. Chance, and Ockenden, it's gone in. Eddie Ockenden will claim it. The Tasmanian and World Young Player of the Year from 2 seasons ago puts Australia a goal up in just the 6th minute of this World Cup final.
Yeah, Australia's been unrelenting with their pressure in this first 5 minutes, and then really a play into the middle. Ockenden working very well, finding the space and a reverse stick. Touch just a lot, getting a touch on it, unable to keep it out of the goal, and it squeaks through. Australia takes the lead early in this match.
That's exactly what coach Rick Charlesworth would have wanted, an early goal. Got to say, if there's one team in the world who won't be overly rattled by that, it's the team they're playing today.
Yeah, Germany is methodical. They did make a few mistakes in that opening 5 minutes, coughing the ball up on the press, but they'll react well to it.
Martens-Vicker to Muller. Christoph Menke dispossessed. Kyle Brown. Förster. Kavanagh back to Begbie. Simon Orchard from New South Wales takes on Hana. Hana stayed with the challenge. Still goes Orchard. No free hit. Hammond comes in from behind. Turner it was, in fact, who came in from behind. No free hit. But Germany get the loose ball at the side. Linus Boot for Germany. Rick Charlesworth with Paul Godoyne high up in the stands, preferring to direct traffic from the elevated position, which leaves Graham Reid down on the bench, one of the 2 assistant coaches.
Well, these coaches have instant communications, both with audio, of course, and some video.
Great interception from Kyle Brown, West Australian, originally from Queensland. Germany forward again. Oliver Korn dispossessed. Australia scramble it away. Still, Germany have possession inside the attacking 23-metre area. Now they take it back. Max Muller. Hana. Tobias Hauke. Good trap from Orchard. Turner looks up. Nobody there. Grant Schubert on the bench. Des Abbott.
Again, a very strong press by Australia.
Linus Boot. Butterini. Hammond this time. Into the feet of Jan-Philipp Rabenta. Rabenta got the stick down again. Butterini first to the bouncing ball. Good skill from Butterini, who trots off to be substituted. It's outside the 23. It can be played directly into the circle. Right idea. The deflection was there, but well over the top of the net. That's how to beat the Australian press, but you don't necessarily retain possession, although they have here at the side. The unlucky players to miss out from both teams: George Baisley, Victorian goalkeeper, and Matthew Swan from Queensland, missing out on the field position. And for Germany, Oscar Dieker, who's been injured during the week, and Max Weinhold, the other goalkeeper, also injured earlier in the week. Hana. Dwyer in some space. Turner sprinting well up in front of him. Turner on the edge of the circle. Ball lifted into Max Muller. Muller gets the defensive free hit.
There's that ball. Muller was down. It's a little off his hand perhaps, but in close range there. Umpire will call that dangerous sometimes.
Ockenden, the goal scorer for Luke Dorner. Australia's leading scorer in this tournament so far. Dorner with 7. Almost an opportunity for Turner, who's Australia's second leading goal scorer with 6. Fantastic first World Cup for him. We shouldn't forget to mention Jamie Dwyer, who's netted 5 times. Germany's leading scorer, Florian Fuchs, with 4 so far. Fantastic pressure being applied by the Australians on the German defenders. But they will stick to their task. Germany, you know they will.
Yeah, they're happy to maintain the possession here, absorb if Australia does manage to steal on this press. And they still have 3 high forwards despite this press.
Gianmarco Montag, back to Martin Hahne. Florian Wirth. Australian ball at the back. Ellen Hawes, the team physiotherapist there in the white shirt.
On the flip side is Germany pressing, but just barely into the Australian half.
Abbott, good lead, great pickup, working for the penalty corner if he can get one. Can't. Good defence from Hahne. Concedes the corner ball instead. Hahne. Jamie Dwyer. Poked away from him by Montag. Under the feet that time of Gianmarco Montag. Rob Hammond runs at the defence. Raised ball. Not penalised. The cross. Another opportunity for Australia to pepper the German goal.
Yeah, Hammond with a great run through a crowded area of the circle. No one to connect with the cross.
Robbie Hammond, 191st game for Australia today. Glorious conditions, you've got to say, here in Delhi too. Temperature in the mid to high 20s. Relatively low humidity. And a cloudless sky as Germany come forward. Förster. Witte needed to trap it. He'd made the run, made position, Philipp Witte. Plays with Uhlenhorster in Germany, the 25-year-old. Some of the Australian supporters, including a lot of family members of these players who've made the trip to Delhi. And a lot of expats here in the crowd this afternoon as well. Expats from both countries. Mark Knowles, Hammond once more, looks up, sees a lane. Only person there though was Montag. And Germany win the relieving free hit. Jan Philip Rabenta. Quite an amazing history between these two teams. This is the 6th time they've played each other in their last match at a World Cup. Goes all the way back to 1990. In 90, just pause as Witte comes forward. 1990, 1994 and 1998 they played off for bronze. And of course in 02 and 06 they played off for the World Cup and the gold medals.
Yeah, and both teams have changed so much in that time. It shows the strength of their program that they're able to rotate younger players in and really not drop their level off very much.
Here's one of them, Simon Orchard. Terrific pace through midfield, Simon Orchard. Fergus Kavanagh, who is Western Australian teammate, Kyle Brown. Abbott again. Got past Wirth, now working with Butterini, and Muller good enough to come away with the ball, then raises it dangerously on the outlet.
Yeah, Wirth with some untidy tackling there, was lucky not to give up the corner.
Robbie Hammond took that ball out.
Early stats have Australia dominating on possession in the opposite half. That's what's gotten them their goal. And then, of course, 7-2 in circle penetrations.
And those are penetrations with the ball under control or where somebody has an opportunity to dive and score. So they're meaningful penetrations, those. Great trap mark, Knowles. Releases Butterini. Vest came back to chase, not quickly enough. Knowles again.
That's a beautiful ball on the outside.
Well taken by Schubert. Works his way into the circle. Chance for Butterini. Deflected away on the line. Or just wide. No, deflected away. Great construction.
Yeah, absolutely. That ball was hit to the outside right side, and a couple of moves later we had a shot on goal. German defender getting a touch on it.
Here comes Hammond again, low on the baseline. Korn doing the defending and doing it successfully. But Germany really are absorbing a great deal of pressure here.
Here's the circle entry. Butterini with the shot. Yeah, it was going wide, but deflected well by Ollie Korn.
Yes, he wasn't going to take the risk, was he?
No, and these guys have a good eye on the ball. Moving your stick out of the way is often a bad idea. You never know what you're going to do with it. Solid contact, taking it wide.
Matthias Witthaus, the most experienced player in the German lineup. 314th game tonight. Hammond, faced by Hane, edges it back. Orchard returns the favour to Hammond. The Australians happy just to retain possession here as Germany fall back in numbers. Dwyer. Moritz Förster doing the chasing back. Good turn, good tackle though by Dwyer. Knowles, Dwyer, Jeshoat came out and has absolutely upended Mark Knowles from Australia. The goalkeeper was so quick off the line.
Yeah, this looked like a very dangerous attack for Australia. Here on the end line, out quickly is Jeslat. Oh, it's not Jeslat, doesn't make contact.
No, in fact,
it's Benny West.
Gee.
Yeah, Jeslat, played the ball on the line, and then the ball went into the middle. And Ben West, great defensive play and some body contact.
Well, he has history with Australian players in finals. Champions Trophy final in 2007. He had a coming together with Nathan Eglinton, who was sent off for 26 minutes when the video clearly showed that Vess initiated it.
Well, we have a referral system now, so that's less likely to happen here.
Quite right. Florian Wirth. Like many former players, Nathan Eglinton will be sitting at his home in Perth watching this game on Fox Sports. Speaking of great former players, saw Michael Green here, the former German captain. Terrific to see those guys coming along to witness this contest.
Yeah, and a lot of them are taking an active role, being on athletes panels for the FIH to make sure there's player representation in the decisions they make, and Michael Green's one of those individuals. But seeing him at a World Cup, it's always good.
Especially when you've got a medal from one of them, as he has. Dorner. Knowles appears okay after that heavy contact from Vess. Dwyer throws it forward, out of reach of Kieran Govers. Govers from New South Wales, coached by Bobby Proctor. Vess. Rabenta. Fuchs, loose ball, goalkeeper in two minds. Eventually, Burgess decides he will come, clears it safely to the sideline.
Yeah, it's good early anticipation by Burgess.
Linus Boot inside to Matthias Witthaus. Will work for a foot. Did he find one? Yes, he did. Luke Dorner's foot. First penalty corner of the game earned by Germany. Matthias Witthaus.
Vithouse a little bit out of control with this ball, but look at this quick spin here. Raised slightly, but really unable to get out of the way of the Australian defender. Wow, there was 3 Australian defenders in that corner with only Vithouse, and he was opportunistic to find the foot.
Germany have earned 29 penalty corners in their 6 games, and they've converted 12. Australia have only conceded 3 of 22.
Well, those are 2 very good statistics for both these teams.
So who will it be for Germany? Max Muller or Martin Hahner perhaps? Hahner goes low, goes wide.
Good power, low to the stick side, but this looks like it's a little bit wide. Execution was good by Germany. Here we have it. Good push out stop. Only one option on the battery. Yeah, that missed by inches. The Australian defender sees that go wide.
Only just missed the deflection on the way in by millimeters. German ball at the side. Vithouse got there well ahead of Dorner. Well controlled. Oh, good tackle, Luke Dorner. Just held up Vithouse, who eventually gets the free hit. Looks for the cross. Came off Dorner's stick. Corner ball, far side.
Vithouse very quick to take that free hit and get that cross away.
Fantastically talented player, Matthias Vithouse. Still only 27, 300 odd games. Plays his club hockey these days in Barcelona.
27, but that's old to be a German national team player these days.
And this team, oh, dangerously raised ball. There's Florian Fuchs, speaking of young players, burst onto the scene as a 17-year-old at the Champions Trophy, just 18 now. Fuchs scored 4 goals here already. Here's Turner, is going to take the shot. Jashovac closed the angle down, wasn't powerful in the end.
No, just like getting out into that middle area where you can't quite react, but you're not close enough to cover the whole goal, and a slight edge on his kicker put the ball wide. It's a little mistake here by Martin Hahner. There it is. It's through the kickers, actually, and it goes across the open face of the goal.
Long throw over the top. That's played above his shoulder. If he was any taller, he would have been okay.
Yeah, Vithouse was trying to time this jump, but he had to keep his stride going so that he could catch up to this ball.
Fantastic.
Take a look at this.
Look at that, the throw over the top.
Yeah, it is definitely above his head almost there, but
I'm not sure what he's complaining about. Hammond dispossessed by Christoph Menke. Jean-Marco Montag. Vithouse tripped. And then flicks it dangerously, even though Dwyer wasn't 5 metres away.
Right, no.
Vithouse is getting a very stern talking to.
Seriously. Don't listen. Don't start shouting, otherwise you go. All right? No, no. Nice and clean, guys.
Umpire
Nice
John
easy.
Wright. At the end of the day, Matty, John Wright's got the whistle. There isn't much point in arguing. Chance, Dwyer poked away. Hahner, fine piece of defending.
well, that's what happens. Vithouse is arguing with the umpire a bit, and then his lane was open, and that's how that ball got into the circle.
Muller looking for an outlet, finds one across the baseline, and Vess. Abbott gives chase. Vess eluded him. Menke sees it run out. Dorner. Ockenden gets past Versch, and again a dangerous ball through a pack of players, and that's penalised. There is a bit going on off the ball between Oliver Korn and Jamie Dwyer. Korn's been given the job of marking Dwyer when he comes forward. Just a bit of bumping and shoving between the pair of them.
Well, we've talked about the history. They've met in the finals of these tournaments very often, bronze or gold medal matches.
That's a great rivalry. And of course, you've got the 92 Olympic final in Barcelona as well. Jeshalat down on all fours. And poke it out off the stick of Rob Hammond in the end for a 16-yard hit.
Yeah, Jeshalat does well here. Even though he's down on all fours, he keeps the ball in front of him here. So the ball really can't enter the goal and then waits for his defender to clear it. It's good teamwork. They probably played some indoor together, perhaps.
Australian ball. Linus Boot getting in there before the defender could bring it down. Kavanagh takes the self-pass. Kyle Brown. There's Begbie to his right. Looks through the front instead, and once again, Abbott had made very, very good position.
Yeah, it was a well-paced ball. It was slightly in the air, difficult for the defender to get their stick on it. Abbott just missing that touch.
Look at the pressure from Schubert on the player taking the free hit. Here's Fuchs. Knowles, poke tackle. Montag follows up. Off the foot of Begbie. Germany's free hit. Hauke runs at the circle. Liam de Jong, timely interception. Spills out though to Martin Zwicker, who gets the free hit. Tobias Hauke. Hana looked left, went right. Förster.
It's a wild pass across the field.
Marcus Weiser, Germany's coach, on the far end of the bench. Dwyer. Muller got there first. The two captains going at it. Still Dwyer and nobody in that channel. Jamie Dwyer, who's scored 5 goals in the tournament so far. The 3-time and reigning World Hockey Senior Player of the Year, Jamie Dwyer. Montag, first time. Linus Boot back into Montag. Witthaus, lovely pickup, slips it through for Fuchs. It's going to beat him.
Yeah, the pass just out of reach. Witthaus not connecting. Oh, it would have been a great run releasing him to the circle.
To be fair, Begbie matched him pace for pace. Orchard forced to stretch, gets there ahead of Martin Hana. Schubert flicked it too far away for it to be an obstruction. Lovely work again from Förster. Dispossessed though. Once more, Orchard onto the feet, just outside the circle. And Butterini not 5 metres away from the free hit.
Yeah, Australia like to do a set play on those free hits and do a one-time touch into the circle, but Butterini gets in too close.
Fuchs again, lovely one-handed touch. Continues the one-handed dribble until Kyle Brown forced it over the baseline for a corner.
Australia has done very well not to let the Germans get to the end line and cross a ball into their circle, matching them, as you said, stride for stride. And very strong reverse stick tackles.
Orchard checked from behind by Förster. Vest feinted at it, then let it go out.
Look at the domination for Australia on circle penetrations, 13-3. 13 penetrations and only 4 shots for Australia, though. It means Germany is doing a good job cleaning up, but one of those 4 shots made it to the back of the net.
Martin Hana. Back to Muller. Förster. Montag in a heap of space here. Vess will try to work into the circle himself and does. Kyle Brown, good cover and good talking from Graham Begbie, who called him to it.
Yeah, Vess just punching that ball a bit too hard and it's out of his reach.
Dwyer, clever, turn and tap. Orchard, upright run. Looks for options, doesn't see any that he likes. Just holds possession. Now slips it back to Ockenden. Begbie. Dwyer. Vithouse deliberately with the feet. Penalty corner. And now there's a green card coming. There's a green card coming for somebody here. Moritz Förster for chipping the umpire. No. You held the player off the ball. You're off for 2 minutes, Moritz.
I'm 100% sure on that one. Not a two-way.
Moritz Förster. Here's the deliberate feet by, once you slide in the defensive 23, you're always going to be in trouble if it touches your body.
Yeah, and that's the speed of Dwyer that generates that penalty corner.
So first penalty corner of the game for the Australians. They've converted 9 of 32, but discount 12 of those. They had a horror start against England in the first game, 1 of 12.
Without that, Dorner has been on since then.
Yeah, 8 of 20 is the real number if you forget about that. Here is Luke Dorner. Great save, Jeshalat.
That's beautiful. Dorner with a lot of pace on that side.
And even the Australian supporters stood up and applauded that.
Well, they were probably standing up to cheer the goal and then continued to cheer that great save.
It was fantastic. Tim Jeshalat came here as the second keeper, if you like, for Germany. Injury to Max Weinhold has seen Jeshalat play 5 games and play them pretty well.
Dwyer to push out here. Dorner getting everything on this. Yeah, and in fact, Jeshalat might have been moving to his left, yet he able to get a stick on that ball as it traveled at a lot of pace from Luke Dorner.
Here's Tobias Hauke. That save may well give his teammates some more confidence as well. Not that Germany ever lacks in confidence. Witte overplayed it.
Again, I'll emphasize how well Australia is doing in this corner. Witte with very few options, unable to get to the end line, and then a wild reverse stick cross attempt.
Australia last won the World Cup. Just the once, in fact, 1986 in London. Rick Charlesworth, the current coach, was the leading scorer and player of the tournament in that World Cup event. Martins Vicker, Philip Witte, Muller, Ben Vess, Hauke now, Versch, Zwicker, good construction, Korn's gone down.
Now that's a solid tackle by Butterini.
Muller. Deflected away by Dorner. Orchard protecting the ball. Good chase by Vess.
Yeah, beautiful skills on at full pace, able to pick that ball out of the air. And then he bumped into Simon Orchard afterwards.
Dwyer took it away from Förster, who got the poke tackle in to reclaim possession. Neatly done, Moritz Förster. Ollie Korn.
Beautiful ball.
Förster again, forced to go back. A little stick check from Simon Orchard. First time sweep in from Rabenta, repelled by De Jong. 2 minutes to the halftime break. Australia leading by the single goal scored in the 6th minute by Eddie Ockenden.
You see Hammond once again overplaying the end line. Germany forced to go to the middle where there's plenty of gold shirts to stop them.
Great atmosphere in here. The stadium is not full, but it's probably 70% full. So that'll be giving you around 13,000, 14,000 fans, and gee, they make some noise. Hana. Abbott just keeping him honest. Lovely touch. Rabenta for Vess on the overlap. Charges at the circle. Kavanagh kept him honest.
Yeah, it's beautiful defending by Kavanagh. Vess was at full pace.
Dangerous ball in. Vess was allowed to pick that up at full pace because of the sublime deflection from Jan-Philipp Rabenta. I reckon both teams will welcome the half-time break in terms of some respite. Abbott will be penalised, had to let the defender take the ball, although if anything this gives Germany a very good chance just to resettle, and it may stop the Australian momentum, but we'll see how they come out after the break. An eventful first half. 20 seconds for Australia to try to work a penalty corner or a shot on goal. Orchard. Trapped by Muller. Eased away. Vitter, be aware of the time and just knock it long. That'll take us to half-time. Fantastic first half of hockey. That man with the only goal of the game so far, Tasmania's Eddie Ockenden, scoring for Australia in the 6th minute. And Australia with the weight of possession and penetrations in that first half. Germany with something to do, but not out of the game by any stretch of the imagination. At halftime, Australia lead it by 1-0 here in Delhi.
Australia employing their usual tactic, a high press to start the match. 6 minutes in, they're rewarded with a goal. They continue the pressure and maintain solid possession, many circle penetrations, and a few shots on goal. Just doing reasonably well, stopping a Luke Dorner penalty corner. Germany really not generating a lot of attack on Nathan Berger's having to, I believe, make one save. Great atmosphere in the stadium, nearly full. Lots to play for in the second half, of course. There it is.
And that's exactly what they're playing for. It's a very heavy trophy too. I tried lifting the box the other day. Wouldn't recommend it. You need some help or some rollers to wheel it along on. Great game of hockey here. Great second half. India Gate there in the background. Germany trailing Australia by the single goal at halftime in the gold medal game.
Pablo Negre Award will now be presented to Hockey Australia. The trophy is dedicated to the memory of the greatly missed Pablo Negre, a leader loved and esteemed by all and who rendered exceptional services to the game of hockey. It was presented to the FIH in 1973 by his family and friends. The trophy is awarded annually by the FIH to the National Association, which has, by its activities, initiatives, and sportsmanship, served best the cause of hockey and made it more popular during the previous 2 years. For 2009, Hockey Australia received the award. The award is presented by the FIH President Leandro Negre to Hockey Australia Chief Executive Mark Anderson. Secondly, two persons who worked extremely hard to make the Hero Honda FIH World Cup happen here in India will be recognized by FIH President Leandro Negre and IOA President Suresh Kalmadi, both co-chairs of the Joint Venture Organizing Committee of the Hero Honda FIH World Cup. Firstly, Mr. Narendra Batra, Secretary General Hockey India and Hero Honda FIH World Cup Organizing Committee. Secondly, Mr. A.K. Mattu, former President Hockey India and Treasurer IOA and 2010 Commonwealth Games. Both have provided great support and guidance to the World Cup, and through their outstanding contributions to the organizing committee, we are able to have such a successful event.
And no, it's not raining. Those are the sprinklers just dampening down the pitch for the second half. Australia leading by a goal to nil in the gold medal game here at the Hero Honda 2010 Men's Hockey World Cup. Australia looking for their first World Cup win since 1986. Germany looking to three-peat. They won it in 2002 and in 2006. Perfect conditions out here. Children from local schools around Delhi welcomed the players onto the ground, and Australia scored in the 6th minute. Eddie Ockenden getting the ball through the pads there of German keeper Tim Jesulat, just underneath the right mid in fact. That came, as I said, in minute number 6. And while Australia made lots more chances and lots of circle penetrations, it was Germany who had the next chance. That penalty corner struck wide by Martin Hardeman. Have a look here. Almost gets a deflection from Witthaus on the way in. Australia then started making chances and made plenty of them. Glenn Turner didn't get a lot of power on this shot. Went through the kickers of Tim Jesulat, but he did just enough to change its direction and ensure that the score wasn't doubled. And then a great save from Jesulat off balance to a Luke Dorner penalty corner. And at half-time, Australia held that narrow 1-0 lead.
After an early lead in possession, Australia, this is evened out towards Germany. But look at the big stat here. Circle penetrations 13-4. Australia with the advantage there. Germany not able to get into the Australian circle. Australia have been very good defending in their 25 to prevent any attacks. Germany unable to get a shot on goal in the penalty corner either.
German fans welcoming their team back out onto the pitch. As I said at the outset, there are plenty of them here, both expatriate people working in India now, and a lot of people who've made the trip from Germany to support their team. The Australians have also brought some fans across, family, friends, supporters, and a lot of expats. Kieran Govers making his way out. Liam de Jong there, number 2. Eddie Ockenden, the goal scorer, the boxing kangaroo, hanging from the stand just in front of some of the parents.
Some of the Australian supporters wearing green saris.
Yes.
Along with their player jerseys underneath. We've seen that for a few days here as well.
Australian flags flying there. Lots of German flags in the audience as well. It's great to see. Fantastic spirit in this game. Pretty well played, in the right spirit all the way through. News for Australian fans watching at home, and this telecast going all around the world thanks to our broadcast partners 10 Sports on the subcontinent, Fox Sports in Australia, DE in Germany, and ESPN Argentina, Sky in New Zealand, all over the place. Lots more, Zing and Z in Canada and the UK. But at half-time, the Negre Trophy was presented to Australia's Mark Anderson, the CEO of Australian Hockey. It's presented to the country that has done the most for hockey in the previous calendar year. Of course, Australia hosting both the men's and women's Champions Trophies last year, and that presentation made in half-time of this game. So to the folks in Sydney and Melbourne who worked on those tournaments, congratulations to you. You're a big part of that award.
Yeah, it's not easy managing tournaments of that size. It's a lot of volunteer effort, and to host 2 of them in 1 year is a tremendous achievement.
Max Muller geeing up his troops. Matty Vithouse had some chances in the first half. We're just waiting now for the timekeepers. We're just about ready. Goalkeepers are set. The umpires are certainly in position. They look to the timekeepers now. The clock's just being reset in the stadium, and we'll be underway in a couple of seconds from now. It is Australia who get us underway in the second half, leading Germany by 1-0 in the final of the 2010 Hero Honda Men's Hockey World Cup. There's Mark Knowles. Played in a losing final against Germany 4 years ago. Matthias Vithouse, a big part of that for Germany at one stage in that game. Australia led 3-1. They ended up, Germany winning 4-3. It was a terrific fight back. Speaking of fight backs, last time these teams met, Champions Trophy in Melbourne in December, Germany led 3-1 in the final, and Australia finished up winning 5-3.
So you can't count either team out no matter what the score is.
Absolutely. Graham Begbie had it charged down by Jan-Philippe Rabenta. This is Matthew Butterini. Jamie Dwyer stopped by Gianmarco Montag. Dwyer gets another go at it. Cleverly done. Stopped that time by Tobias Hauke. Ran into the tackle of Matthew Butterini. Germany get the free hit. That's what they're playing for. Reserve umpire Jed Curran in the background there. Butterini breaks the 23-metre line. Abbott couldn't get the shot away. Ended up running onto his foot. Yeah, that's not seen. And the Australians have a corner.
The ball just bounced as he was trying to sweep it.
Good deflection from Schubert.
Jesslett staying sharp on his feet. Easy save in the end.
Settle down, okay?
Schubert and Muller going at each other.
Settle down, okay? Just take it easy. I don't want to send guys off to be stupid. I don't want to... Come on.
No apology from either. A reluctant acceptance, perhaps. Deflected away by Hana. Rabenta first to it. Shadowed by Graham Begbie. In fact, it was Vitta. This is Florian Wirsch.
The press effective for Australia.
Orchard. Abbott into the foot. Hana challenging it.
No, he's complaining that it was above his knee where the contact was made, but he was very low on this tackle. What I'll say here is Australia was pressing. Germany forced to make a wild reverse stick clearance. 2 passes later after the interception, it's a penalty corner against. Here we go, Hanner coming in. He's very, very low here. Yeah, that ball is maybe 6 to 8 inches off the ground as it hits his knee. Abbott lifting the ball nicely as he gets close to the circle.
Desi Abbott, who's got 4 goals in the tournament already. Luke Dorner has 7. Would dearly love an 8th here. Martin Hana. Push out to come from Dwyer. Stick stop by Kyle Brown. Dorner goes low. Jessulat Swept away by Muller. Eventually they concede the corner. Great stop.
Yeah, this is incredible instincts by Miller to clear this ball.
Abbott, again Jessuat to the rescue. Loose ball. Vitter just gets it out of there.
Germany survives that storm. Look at this penalty corner. Great shot on goal here. Stop, but in behind. Miller diving across the open face of the goal to clear.
Did it very well and kept it relatively flat.
Yeah, it was a bouncing ball too, so he had very little time but made solid contact and got that ball away from his open face of the goal.
Him away. You're doing well on the spot. You're fine there.
Orchard dispossessed. Muller saved Germany a moment ago. Now a chance to perhaps take them up into attack. In fact, they're going backwards, but retain possession. Hauke, pressured by Orchard, gets it out. So many yellow shirts around a German player every time he gets the ball in midfield.
Yeah, we're just 5 minutes into this half. Australia are running really well, but they're already substituting players. They want to keep it fresh and maintain this press against the young German team.
Vess. Witthaus. German fans rise in unison. Witthaus brought down and Kyle Brown has copped a whack on the head from the follow-through. Witthaus wanting to make sure he's okay.
Yeah, Witthaus running very hard to get this shot, but he was running out of real estate on the end line and is unable to get it on goal. Kyle Brown in close. He sleeps. Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, a little slip at the end put his body at danger there.
That's a glancing blow. That's the only saving grace, but gee, he's going to have a headache.
Yeah, the good thing is he's already up and walking around.
Oh, it's opened him up too. So he's heading for the shed to get some sutures or some steri strips. His family will be watching back home in Queensland. His sister Hope, who plays for the Australian women's team, will be watching in Perth. We'll give you as much information as we can as soon as he comes back out.
Yeah, they usually stitch people up pretty quickly, but those blows in the head, they have to clean quite well because of all the hair and everything, so it might take a bit longer if he's going to come out.
I promise you he will have a headache tomorrow, whether they celebrate tonight or not. Witthaus. Linus boot. Takes it to the baseline. Good control. Burgess came out, saw it away for a corner.
Yeah, very well done by Burgess. Hasn't had a lot of action, but sharp off the line there.
Germany with a period of real ascendancy here. Versch. Swept away by Orchard. Govers throws it forward. It's not where Schubert wanted it. There's the Australian player rotation system, all done down to the minute. Ockenden. De Jong just missed the trap, gave Fuchs the chance. Moritz Förster. Good trap by Butterini again. Still he goes, came off a German foot, no advantage. Australian free hit. Dwyer, and again the defender had to be given time to bring it down and control it. No argument from Dwyer, just trots back to position. Tobias Hauke, pursued by Liam de Jong, eases it back to Linus Boot. Great ball. Witthaus. Kavanagh just stayed with him. Fergus Kavanagh, strong over the ball. Orchard. Kavanagh once more. Batterini. Look at the chase from Vithouse. Just hasn't stopped, Matty Vithouse.
No, not at all. But he'll be running a lot if he's not going to be substituted, I think. He's coming off shortly. His number being held up on the sideline.
Chance here. Govers faced by Linus Boot. Corner ball. Jesulat. They got into a muddle, the German defenders. Eventually, they get a 16-yard hit. And Andy Mayer stopping the game because John Wright's radio has stopped working.
He first told all the players that it's all right. There's no cards coming from any incident. But every player looked at him wondering what's going on.
Yes, when you get a whistle like that, you automatically think somebody's going off.
Uh-oh.
Hana. Martin Zwicker. Begbie stays with him. Zwicker slips it through. Nobody there. Missed outlet pass from De Jong. Gives Germany the chance again. Vetter strong over the ball. Takes on Govers. Goes to the baseline. Misses his target. Philip Vetter.
I really have to say this Australian defense is maintaining its tenacity. It's tough running in there in the 25. Very few circle penetrations available for Germany.
There's only been a goal between these two teams in the last two World Cup finals. Could it be the case here again? Abbott gets the cross in, great trap. Oh, Muller, so calm. How good is that?
Yeah, fantastic. Des Abbott with a good little play on the main end line, but look at Mueller here. Pulls the ball, releases to the right-hand side, goes across the face of his goal, so a lot of confidence.
I know guys who wouldn't be comfortable doing that in midfield, let alone in front of your own goal. Abbott took it away from Vess. Hana good enough to get back and keep it out. First up, out of reach again of Philip Vetter. De Jong. Simon Orchard gives up the free hit. Oliver Korn winning it for Germany. Muller once again. Close support from Boot. Faced by Ockenden, opts to go back again. They can transfer right here. Hana. Rabenta calling for it. Zwicker, neatly worked Germany. Very neatly done. Rabenta. Poked away by Kavanagh, but there's a free hit to Germany. And now a penalty corner. The Australians hit the ball away.
Yeah, after a great defensive play by Liam de Jong to channel and tackle there. A little indiscipline by Australia. They had the numbers back. There's no reason to hit this ball away.
That's a pretty severe sanction. They could live to regret that. What was initially just a free hit just outside the circle. The whistle had gone, and Fergus Kavanagh lifts it up.
And that ball was inside the dotted line area where the Germans cannot even take a free hit.
No,
so
what
the ball
Fergus was doing was sending it back for them. However, decision has been made.
Australia did not contemplate a referral. Both teams with their referral with 23 minutes to play in this game. It's very much a judgment call by the umpire, not one you'd want to refer. Can
Germany bring it back here? Moritz Förster or Jean-Marco Montag, perhaps. Both up there in the battery, as is Muller. Montag, Förster puts it away. The drag, spin and drop.
Well, listen to that crowd. I think they might be favoring the German team. Germany executing this corner better than anybody, I think. Great drag flick. Australia out quickly. Ball sitting on a silver platter. Burgess leaning to his right. Hard drag flick into the right side of the goal. Offensively looking. Germany ties it up.
And Förster goes to the crowd and says, "Give me more." Got an Australian player going off here. Robbie Hammond for the challenge.
Well, this is a momentum switch for sure, with the goal and the green card now.
Australia down to 10 players for 2 minutes. Witthaus. Dorner. Stick around the back. Good take.
Yeah, fine tackle.
Gets the free hit. There's Hammond's trip. Meanwhile, as he sits on the bench, Australia have a corner. Harder onto the feet of Dwyer. Marcus Weiser ordering a pizza.
Yeah, calling home maybe.
What he'll be doing is asking his video analyst what the positions were the Australians took defending that penalty corner in case they get another one. Vess, Hauke. Vess again. And Witthaus had made very good position once more. Dwyer gets the free hit at the sideline. Rick Charlesworth, relatively impassive.
Now, Krista, would he become the first player to win and coach a World Cup victory?
Unless a Pakistani did it back in the 70s or 94, I would think so. I'll go back and check. Schubert. Vess running Schubert off the ball. Schubert again works towards the circle. Oh, so close. Hammond, who'd just come back on from his 2-minute suspension, a whisker away from being able to turn that into the net. Great work, Schubert.
Schubert, well done, and Hammond, just the ball's on the wrong side of his body. He's in a bit too deep, almost made contact with that one. Would have had to play it through his legs to get it towards Jesselat.
Witthaus releases Florian Wirsch. Begbie went with him, concedes the corner. 15 minutes gone, second half. Germany have come from a goal down to be level. Muller and Hahn have been big parts of Germany's comeback, these two deep defenders. Dwyer. Butterini. Kavanagh looks ahead, throws it there. It'll go harmlessly over the baseline. German hit. Eddie Ockenden there, scored the first goal of the game. Mark Knowles. Wirsch. Rabenta. Had his pocket picked illegally. Gets the free hit. Tobias Hauke goes back to his captain, Max Muller. Hauke, lovely ball just out of reach again. Philip Witte, that's three that he's just missed latching onto.
Yeah, they don't look like very difficult balls. He's reaching with one hand and just not making the right angle of the stick, perhaps. The pace is incredible, though. Luke Dorner chasing him down.
That time Vess was run off the ball. German free hit. Glenn Turner and Des Abbott. Oliver Korn. Butterini at the circle. Schubert! Just wide. Good run from Butterini again through the middle.
Yeah, Butterini lifts this pass into the circle, making it very difficult for the Germans to defend it. Just doing the splits, trying to keep his right foot onto the far post. And that ball is just wide.
Very just wide,
yeah.
Grant Schubert. Good news for Australian fans is that Kyle Brown is back. He's either had his head stitched or stapled, or perhaps the steri strips, and a lot of Vaseline in the hair, I notice, from up here, but he appears to be running okay. Just in the bottom of the picture there, Kyle Brown took that whack on the head earlier. Dorner, deflected away by Muller. Covers onto the feet. Rob Hammond faced by Rabenta. Hammond turns him inside out. Now Butterini looking for the penalty corner, none given. Great defending by Germany. Here's Witthaus, Mr. Excitement in this game, Matthias Witthaus.
Yeah, he's been good.
Mark Knowles and Des Abbott. Graham Reid, Poss Reid to his mates, the assistant coach on the bench. Butterini again. Stopped that time by Witthaus. He's doing it all, Matty Witthaus. Rabenta looks for Fuchs, who's been quiet in this game. Hana, open space on the left for Vess. Good positioning by Korn and a good tackle from Orchard. Runs away from Korn.
Yeah, we're finding both teams are defending very well at the top of their circles. Not willing to let it be a one-on-one, but becoming a one-on-two. One player channeling, the other player flat stick or an easier tackle then.
Fergus Kavanagh and Kyle Brown. Intercepted by Witthaus and eventually by Vess. Korn throws it outside. Versch on the overlap. Takes it towards the baseline. Took it too far. Oliver Korn. Doubt that many people on the pitch today would beat that man over 20 metres. Liam de Jong. He's as quick as anybody you'll find playing hockey.
Yeah, and the Germans really haven't had any success up there attacking right-hand side. Early crosses maybe, but certainly not getting to the end line. Liam de Jong has been instrumental in blocking that advance for them.
Abbott holding off as he had to, otherwise the free hit would have been given against him. Forster got a little stick check on the way through. The Australian's not happy, but the decision was right. Great switch by Forster. Rabenta. Zwicker, raised ball. It's going to be a German free hit. Taken quickly. Linus Boot. Good change of direction. Still Boot. He got the deflection. Is there a foot there? The Germans are appealing for a penalty corner off an Australian foot.
Yeah, they all seem very sure about this.
Okay, Colin, I think the obvious question was, did it hit an Australian foot? By the looks of it, they're removing that way. If you can just confirm for me.
Give me a chance. Okay, we're looking for an Australian foot, okay.
I think this is going to be a lay-down misère. The Australians are already kitting up to defend the penalty corner.
Some beautiful skills right here. The lifted dribble always causing troubles. There's the pull.
There it is.
No question about it.
Great persistence by Linus Boot.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That play started with a great switch by Moritz Forster. He was going to play the ball across the field, but ended up with a penetrating sweep. And then again, one or two touches later, we have Linus Boot into the circle, generating that penalty corner.
Great chance for Germany to take the lead here, a lead that would be very hard to come back for the Australians. 13 minutes to play. They've got one from a penalty corner. They have other variations, or will they go direct? Forster deflected away. I'm not sure what they want a referral for. In fact, they've given up on the idea. It was deflected with a high stick, but that's not illegal.
Well, oftentimes the people in the battery can't see it. They're executing the skill, so they asked some of their teammates at the half line what had happened, and they said, no, that was off a stick. So well defended by Australia.
They certainly needed to keep that out. Hauke kicked the ball.
Here's the replay. Middle battery. Well, we're not so sure there. It's definitely a stick or a body near the ball, but
May well have been the body. Mind you, they didn't refer, so it's history now. Kavanagh. Orchard. Rabenta clean take. Fuchs. Just took the ball out. Mark Knowles to Rob Hammond, faced by Versh, and Boot gets it in, and there's Abbott. It's off an Australian foot. The Australians are going for the video referral.
They've got a towel, they're very
Abbott
close together.
is certain it didn't touch his foot.
Colin? Yes, go ahead, John.
Did you not? Go away, go away. I just need to check if there's Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead now. There's too much talking going on.
Or not, please?
Okay, we're looking for a German foot. Okay.
So the Germans are not putting on their defensive gear. They don't think they fouled here. Is there a German foot involved in this? You bet there is. Yes, sirree.
Okay, John, good decision. There is a German foot there.
Look at where the stick is.
yeah.
Yeah, they're coming up with that I've heard. Okay. Was the interchange okay then?
The change, 28 Brown came off for Luke Dorner during the appeal.
That's not allowed, is it? No, it's not allowed.
No, they've
Have
brought...
you sorted that out?
No, Brown is still here. If that's the
Come on,
question
while the
asking.
appeal is on. Wait.
Now, Dorner came on while they were appealing. He can't do that. It's effectively the award of a penalty corner, and he can't substitute during a penalty corner. So, nice try by the Australians, but it's not going to work. Kyle Brown has to go back on.
Yeah, good job by John Wright to ask the table.
And they're checking with the technical officer now.
They've checked it with the TO there.
The technical officer has said it's okay.
The Dorner is back now out on the pitch.
Yep, he came on. The penalty corner hadn't been awarded, so that's a good piece of interchange management by the Australians.
Yeah, it certainly is. I think teams are going to learn that trick and make sure they get their number one unit out there.
That's a loophole, isn't it now?
It certainly is.
De Jong to push out. Dorner, yes sir! Now, if that isn't exploiting a loophole, I'm not sure what is, but it's a masterstroke by the Australian coaching bench. Dorner was off when the foul occurred, but on by the time the penalty corner was awarded, and now the Kookaburras lead 2-1.
Yeah, great execution. Dorner starting this play on the bench, but he's able to drag flick low to the goalie stick side. Just let alone on that post. Hard shot to the board. Sounded quite loud here in the stadium.
That's going to make it tough here for Germany. Luke Dorner now with 8 goals in the tournament. Hammond. De Jong, this could be a nail in the coffin. Great defence again, and they've earned a free hit.
Yeah, West very calm. Momentum had a chance to switch all the way in Australia's favour here.
I think this was for Butt getting knocked over here. Yep. Or off the Australian foot, take your pick. Luke Dorner has 8 goals in the tournament, could easily have 9, except Jamie Dwyer claimed one, which Dorner now thinks should have been his in the 12-0 win over South Africa. Either way, 8 goals is a pretty valuable contribution, isn't it?
Oh, for sure. And the go-ahead goal here.
Vithouse winning the free hit. First up. Muller. Germany need to come from behind again. They're quite capable of doing that. First in, Muller, great stop. Hammond, quick to get up as well. Protects the ball now. Orchard. Schubert. Slipped it into the circle even as he was falling. Hana. Boot. First up. Strong over the ball. Stick check from behind. Takes the self-pass and runs away. Fuchs perhaps a little slow to move towards that ball then. Not so Vithouse. He moves quickly wherever he goes. Kyle Brown with the Vaseline in the hair, stopping any further bleeding from that cut that he suffered earlier in this half.
Full Australian team back, forcing Germany to switch.
They'll be patient though, the Germans. Vess slips it back. Muller into the circle. Was he brought down? Yes, he was. Max Muller tripped on the edge of the circle. Germany have a penalty corner and a chance to come back level.
The ball's popped off and
beautiful little skill by the German captain to raise that ball in the reverse stick. He only had a little bit of space instead of hurrying his play. We'll see it here. A little lifted dribble there. And of course that tackle is a bit careless. Mueller still managed to get a bit of a shot on goal, but careless tackling there and a good bit of skill by the captain.
Interesting, isn't it? Germany scored on a penalty corner that was perhaps a bit harsh from the Australian hitting the ball away. Australia score on a penalty corner by bringing on a player just before a penalty corner is awarded during a video referral. Is there a sting in the tail here for Germany? 7.5 minutes remaining of normal time. Ben Vess will push out. Germany have Montag, Hana and Muller there. Montag drops it. Muller straight at Burgess. Straight at the mitt. Now Australia on the counter-attack. Dwyer throws it forward. Kieran Govers faced by Linus Boot. Chance on the outside. Ockenden, Dwyer. Well done by Philip Vetter. Back covering defence.
Well, Vitta was on the offensive corner unit, I think, and he had a 90-meter run to come back and clear that ball.
End-to-end stuff. Absolutely thrilling here, as you'd expect. in a World Cup final between the two most powerful hockey nations on earth. Ockenden. Still Ockenden lifted up into his body. Penalty corner for Australia. Germany thinking of going for a referral here. They'll have to be quick. They've decided they are going to refer the awarding of this penalty corner.
The ball will roll up his stick.
So it comes after the ball.
Here we go. Easy to say. Colin, the guys are saying, Germans are saying that the ball has risen up his stick into the body of the defender.
So
Okay, I'll have a look, John.
I guess that's a
Unless you can
reasonable
otherwise
argument,
advise
but oftentimes it's not going to go very far. They're trying to lay the blame for the ball being raised on the Australians. So well, I don't think they're going to get that one.
Well, we'll see.
Sorry, Colin, not of the defender, of the attacker. It's gone up his stick and hit him in the chest.
Okay, no problem.
No, there's no doubt about it on that angle. That
Wouldn't have
ball's
thought so.
off Montag's stick directly into the Australian player's chest. But 2-1 down with 6 minutes to play. It's a good time to use your referral. I think if they had seen this camera angle right here, they would not have used it, though.
Okay, John, got it. Clearly it has come off the German stick straight up into the Australian player, so it is a penalty corner.
Penalty corner stands. Germany lose their referral ability now. And Luke Dorner on the field all the way through that referral. Will they go with Dorner or go with a variation? Dwyer to push out. Dorner goes again just wide. Germany want to get this moving quickly. They do. What a fantastic pass. Witthaus. And what a great effort by Kyle Brown, who was the stick stopper on that penalty corner, to get back and take it away from Witthaus.
Yeah, that's just tremendous defending by Australia.
Here's Dwyer. Baseline. Taken down by Jessulat fairly, says the umpire.
Yeah, Jessulat had him lined up pretty well. Dwyer was occupied by the German defender. Dorner not missing by much on the penalty corner. And
Kieran Govers. The Australians will be happy for him just to hold the ball down there. As it turns out, it's coming back at them. Montag gives it back up again, though. Ockenden looks for support and finds it in Luke Dorner. Germany have to chase now. Time is against them. 5 minutes remaining now. Turnover. Chance Germany. Here goes Korn. Race in two. Dorner is with him. Dorner got the stick onto the ball. Great dive. Well timed for a big man.
yeah, and that's a risky play. Just a small mistake leads to a penalty corner there. Dorner executes well.
Look at this. Dwyer now working for the penalty corner. None given. Played the ball too far away from himself for an obstruction. Charged down by Ockenden. Gave up the free hit, but stopped the German movement forward.
Germany will open up their game. Australia loves the counterattack. We're going to see some end-to-end hockey. Going back to the penalty corner. Dorner lining it up, looking for the same strike. It might have been an inch wide.
I reckon it's got a little touch of white paint from the goalpost on it, that ball. Chance here, Germany. Zwicker. Butterini strong. Turner, race in two. Turner got there first. Takes it around. Muller works into the circle. Lays it back. Butterini off the post. And Turner straight at the goalkeeper. Fantastic action.
Butterini took his time there, but in the end rushed his shot a bit. There wasn't much for Turner to shoot at in the end.
Umpires just calling the players to separate themselves a little. Jamie Dwyer, been in everything. Rob Hammond. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Still time for Germany here. Raised up by Muller. Gets the free hit though. Here's that last run by Glenn Turner. Could so easily have been a goal here. Butterini back down the other end with live action. Australia winning the defensive free hit. You can see that Vaseline or some sort of emulsion in Kyle Brown's hair.
Here's the final shot on this. Butterini pushing onto the post. Turner really trying to get the ball up a bit higher, but just getting his hands up.
Great pace by Turner.
Oh yeah, that was just fantastic. And the off-balance pass to find Butterini.
Versh. Here's Vess. Hana, long way forward, throws it in, looking for the penalty corner or anything. Just a corner. Desperate times now for Germany. Desperate defence for Australia. Germany come all the way out to open up the field a little.
But they're quick at switching. Australia has to be quick getting across the field as well.
Forster missed it. First mistake he's made today.
Yeah, that's that bouncy grain on the turf. Just popped over his stick, I think.
Hana. Vess. Every little ounce of effort they've got now, Germany. They just want to keep this alive and keep it forward. Forster, still Forster, fantastic run. Liam de Jong got down there, supported by Orchard. They get the free hit. Great tackle, Liam de Jong.
Yeah, because Forster was looking very, very good there. Liam de Jong holding his ground at the top of the circle.
Luke Dorner, voted by the judges as the Hero Honda Man of the Match. He's going to win a motorcycle for the folks back home. I think he has the choice between the motorcycle and the cash. The Man of Steel Award, sponsored by Sale, is that man, Martin Hana. He's been fantastic for Germany, not just tonight, right through this tournament. Schubert back on. The Australians know they've got this. 20 seconds remaining. They are going to win the World Cup for the first time since 1986 under the tutelage of Rick Charlesworth and his coaching staff, the man who was the leading scorer and the player of the tournament the last time Australia won the World Cup. Australian free hit. The boys know they've got it. The Germans know they've got it as well. There it is. The Kookaburras are World Cup champions for 2010. The parents, friends, travelling supporters are delirious for these boys after losing two in 2002 and 2006. Australia have come back and taken the ultimate crown, or ultimate crown apart from an Olympic gold medal. They are delighted as well. You'd expect. Germany shattered, as you'd expect from them as well. Florian Fuchs there. Nathan Burgess with the mask off. Kieran Govers, his first major tournament since or after the Champions Trophy last year. Australia have beaten Germany by 2-1 to claim the Hero Honda Men's Hockey World Cup.
Well, a fantastic celebration for Australia. They really dominated this match. Germany with a couple of opportunistic chances at goal, able to convert a penalty corner. That's pretty well all they had in terms of their attack. 2 or 3 penalty corners. Australia generating numerous chances, just doing well in the German goal, but not quite well enough. Australia finally get the World Championship they've been looking for after 2 silver medals. Germany unable to three-peat. Great effort by this young German team. Australia, in the end, kept their fresh legs out there, solid rotation, veteran performances. Luke Dorner, man of the match, and leading the World Cup with 8 goals, I believe. Fantastic effort.
Ben Vess, he really did give everything, didn't he?
Yeah, Benny Vess, Max Müller, the captain for Germany, fantastic in this, and throughout the tournament, many German names. Some of them you didn't know before you got into this tournament. You certainly know who they are right now, and really given their age? Are they the favorites for London, despite the fact that Australia has won here?
Well, I don't think there's ever going to be a lot between these two teams, you know, not over the next few years anyway.
No, other teams are probably going to go through some transformation. The Netherlands retiring perhaps a few players. England on the rise, coming up with the 4th place here, and of course Spain and Korea, but really on the top is Germany, and of course right at the top, Australia.
Matthew Butterini had a fantastic tournament. Des Abbott likewise. I don't think they had any passengers.
Not the way they were rotating players. Butterini really defensively solid throughout this tournament. Great play in the midfield, and he really contributed to the attack many times. There's Jamie Dwyer.
What a player he is. Kyle Brown, who took that whack on the head and came back out. George Baisley's family there. George didn't get a run today, Victorian goalkeeper, but very much a part of this effort. Matthew Swan didn't get a run today either. They'll both get World Cup gold medals. They've been part of the campaign. For Germany, Oscar Dieker and Max Weinhold missed out on a start today, but they also will get silvers. So, just repeating, Australia winning here by 2-1, and the Netherlands taking the bronze medal over England earlier today by 4-3. Absolute despair out there, as you'd expect. The Kookaburras are about to sing their team song. And it may not be all that poetic, but it was written by a very famous Australian songwriter called John Williamson. Desi Abbott, they got to sing it after the Champions Trophy last year, and they've managed to do it again here at the World Cup. And you feel particularly for the guys from way back in 2002, Liam de Jong and Jamie Dwyer, joined in 06 by Luke Dornett, Robbie Hammond and Mark Knowles. And Australia winning this here by 2-1. The World Cup is theirs.
They continue the celebration here in Delhi.